Hot take, musicals are not good.
Some of them are really good.
What? Besides Wicked.
I was going to say Wicked.
I liked Wicked, but every time there's a movie and it's like, oh, it's a musical, I'm like,
oh. You know what? I actually...
Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back to
the Cimorelli podcast.
We're back.
Woo! Guys, I'm in a great mood today. Wow. This is episode 259. I've been in such a bad mood the last 2 weeks, every single day. So I feel like I'm starting to feel.
Whoa.
That's a great
I do feel it though.
segue to say Myself Again, our new song is out. If you haven't checked it out, you better go check it out.
Last week we were like, check it out, and this week we're like, you better have checked it out. That's how fast life moves.
Make sure you go check it out, or else.
Or else. I don't know what the or else is.
You'll be very sad. You won't know it.
You don't want to know.
Or else you won't be comforted by such a magnificent piece of music, and your life will not be as good.
Yeah, I think you actually,
you won't
You're
feel like
missing
yourself
out.
Again.
Yeah.
You're missing out. Anyway, so what's today's episode?
This is episode 259.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking about our hot takes. And mine are, they're not. I don't know how to gauge.
Okay,
mine.
They cannot be that dramatic.
They're not that
all.
dramatic, is the thing.
Because when we had your posts online and you were like, "Oh my gosh, they're gonna be so embarrassing." You're like, old posts. They were not even close to embarrassing.
Yeah. My
I already know
for embarrassment is really low, which is bad. And right, yeah, a low threshold means there's no room, right?
Yeah. Your threshold for
everything
embarrassment.
makes you
small
embarrassed.
threshold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
High is oh, you can handle a lot. No.
Yeah, that's you got thick skin.
I've got to work on my humility.
Oh, that's good. I told her she
Why'd you point out Lauren?
Because she told me I need to.
Lauren, you're like, Lauren.
Guys,
she's always like, oh, well, everyone's going to think this. Everyone's going to think that. And that's your pride.
It is.
And you could be happier.
Yes.
If you humbled yourself.
No, and she's fully right.
Girl.
That's why pride is a sin. Anyway. Also,
hot take, pride is a sin.
Wow.
That's my first hot take.
Just wow.
If you're embarrassed all the time, you have a lot of pride.
Yeah.
Where was I? I fear.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our highs and lows.
Okay, ladies. What are our highs?
What's your high and low of the week? Okay, I know my low. I can say my low is that I'm so sleep deprived, guys. It feels like there's a newborn again. It's just me as the newborn, whatever. I don't know.
So are your children sleeping and you're not sleeping?
Yeah,
now?
they're doing pretty well.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
Tristan's a champion sleeper. She's never woken me up in her life. And then Barrett's doing pretty dang well.
Do you wake up at the 3 a.m. hour?
I wake up at lots of different hours. And freaking Nick is so loud.
He's
snoring.
It's just like Catherine.
What? Oh, I was like, I don't snore.
No,
oh, actually,
when
I do.
He gets up,
No, when he gets up
Next
and
time I
wrestles
haven't
around.
or he comes, he works really late and comes in the middle of the night, or he gets up really early, and I'm just like,
wow, such a hard worker.
he is so loud. It's just really hard for me to fall back asleep.
Wow, he really is an encore of our teenage life.
LOL.
I was prepared for this. But if I tell him to sneak, he really can sneak. Every time I told Kath, it just didn't happen. I don't think she can, but at least he can sneak if I remind him.
I gotta say,
Max care how loud
I was gonna
you are?
say it's the opposite. I'm grateful and blessed to have married a very heavy sleeper.
You know what?
Thank goodness.
I found your match.
I do feel like I am genuinely. I try. I'm so loud. He bought me a reading light.
You found your match. I'm so happy for you.
Because I'm always up later than him reading or whatever, and he just genuinely just lays down and instantly is asleep. He's just so tired all the time. That's why.
Wait, that's iconic.
So that's my low. I am very, very sleep deprived in this moment.
Right, Christina.
And I mean, I still have pretty great days, I will say.
even pretty good for being sleep deprived.
But I'm so sleep deprived. So yeah, I'm very sleep deprived. That's my low. It's my high. What is my high? This wasn't really a week of highs, you know.
I do know.
What would the high be? I really literally can't think of one. My high is that my therapist said something. I can't remember what she said.
Wow.
She said something that was really nice, and I can't remember what it was. Something about how I'm just doing an amazing job, sweetie. That's not what she said, but something to the effect of I'm doing an amazing job. My OCD.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
She just said I'm killing it, basically. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Guys, we do need to do an OCD episode with the OCD couch. Good
I've learned so much.
Guys, I saw a TikTok that was like, OCD is like living in your imagination, and your imagination is your greatest fears and the worst things that could ever possibly happen to you on a loop all the time.
Yeah.
And that is your life. And I was like,
That ain't right.
Although
so
I
real.
rebuke
Fear factor.
I rebuke every OCD TikTok that isn't
resilience based.
yeah. I rebuke
But
all
I'm
of them.
just saying, that's a very accurate picture.
No, it's
Before
definitely
you
true.
figure out how to get out of it.
Yeah.
That is a very
Yeah,
accurate picture.
Very true.
Well, look at us imaginative ladies.
Creative.
Very
So
creative.
imaginative.
Solutions oriented.
It's so
Problem solving.
There you have it.
There
Home
we have it.
creating
I
is
love
what
it.
it is. It
Um,
creates much fake problems,
yes!
but not on my watch.
Getting to be not on my watch. What about your watch?
What watch?
Your OCD watch.
Oh, my OCD watch. It's weird. My OCD is like very seasonal. Like I feel like most of my life I'll have little things here and there, but it's nothing that's that distressing.
Good.
And then when something major happens, then it like,
It, like,
majorly
ramps up.
flares. Yes.
I get
But
it.
yeah,
I feel
mine
like it's not
flared
a
a lot.
debilitating thing that's like I can tell when I'm getting in a mentally unhealthy place because I'll start having more like images and like
The intrusions.
intrusive thoughts and stuff. But it's not like every day or like all the time. I feel
You,
like.
Kath. Good for you.
Yeah, it's seasonal.
I love it. Okay, who's next with their highs and lows?
I feel like mine's not that groundbreaking. My low is that my children have been sick mostly on and off, but most of the time for like very staggered over like 10 days.
Kath, that is
And I'm just
so
tired.
horrifying.
I'm so tired of it. It was like first they had the stomach flu and then they have like some respiratory thing. Today they seem to be like they're on the right path, getting better, but it's just been I'm just tired. My triathlon's coming up and I'm like, I need to train. I just got my bike back from the shop. It's been a saga. And my high was actually this morning was really nice. The boys were still in their pajamas and I was like, let's go outside. It was like perfect low 70s morning.
Aww.
And I took my coffee out, just sat there, and they actually played for like an hour and a half in the backyard, and it was so nice.
That's so
and we put on Danny
sweet.
Go and we danced
Wow.
and just like had a great morning. And
Kath the
it was
mom.
Oh
great.
my gosh.
I love it.
We have to do so many Danny Go videos where we have to like do the whole thing. If you guys don't know, Danny Go, it's just like great kids channel.
Oh,
It's
so
almost
good.
like I think it's inspired by video games.
Yeah.
The way he does it.
Yeah.
Because he's like turned around for a lot of them. So you're seeing the back of him and he's like, run, 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 to left, to the right, grab this, jump. Like he's telling you all this stuff. And he's like, oh no.
Take it back now, y'all.
The huge like
Reverse,
blue
reverse.
flamingo security flamingo, whatever, you don't get what I'm saying. They're like the huge whatever it is, run. So it's a lot of running, jumping, crouching, lots of stuff.
Honestly, love that.
balancing. So they make me do the videos with them all the time.
That'll keep you in shape.
And we're literally running the whole time.
He's like Zumba for kids.
There's honestly almost nothing I love more than the twins dancing. That's so cute.
Kids dancing.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
One
I
of the
love
great
them being
joys in
free.
life.
It is.
Free to be me. I love it.
Okay, my highs, I went kayaking.
Fun.
What?
So fun.
Okay, what is with you? You're going to the Renaissance Fair. You're going to the Halsey concert. You're
What?
kayaking.
Whoa.
What do you mean, what is with me?
She's a busy woman.
Sorry, I live my
She's
life.
adventurous.
I think those are all things I absolutely
here's a
don't want to
question.
do.
Would never do.
When you're kayaking, do your feet dingle out the bottom or no?
No, you're
Yeah,
like
they go
in it.
straight this way.
Okay.
Oh my
God,
gosh.
I don't know why.
Were
is
you
that
in the
canoeing?
lake?
There were holes.
Wait,
No.
In a river.
God, if there was holes in the
I
bottom,
don't
it
know
would
why.
sink.
I
You're
thought
in
your
a
legs
boat.
would dingle.
No.
I've
So-
always wondered
You
that.
haven't gone kayaking?
So
No,
what's
I'm too
You didn't
scared.
do kayaking camp with us?
No, that is
Oh.
scary. That actually is a fear.
That was us
That,
and
is that
Lisa
the one where?
and Alex.
That's the one where Lisa.
Give that boy his number.
No. That boy's mom gave Lisa his number, and she flushed it down the toilet in shame.
Yes, we did kayaking. Kat, you sit there.
She told that on the
When your mom is your wing woman.
Guys, kayaking is fun.
That's
It was
you.
not
That's literally you.
white water rafting.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm
you
thinking
just-
of.
You just
Whitewater
never
rafting's
know
great.
what's gonna happen. What's in the water?
It's a very
a very-
calm
yeah.
river.
That's what you think.
Okay, a nice peaceful
You don't know what's
kayak,
around
I
every
could see that.
bend.
Kaya,
I'm dead serious.
I
You
have a
don't know.
question for
You're-
the class.
Have you
in a
not seen
boat.
any videos where there's waterfalls ever, or any movies? Sorry,
There's not waterfalls
There's no
on the little
waterfall.
river
You
she's
never
on.
know.
You
You
do.
do know.
You never know.
People have gone in that.
unless you've been there.
You
These
go
people have been there.
with people who went already.
You just never. How do you know they know the whole river?
It's
You're
one
not doing
loop.
the whole
You don't do the whole river. If there's a place for like boats to go in and
the
go
rip
out.
tide.
There's
sucks
no
you
riptide.
around.
This
On
is
the
the
top.
ocean.
You never know.
Top
I'm
of the
telling
river,
you.
the rip tide will suck you in.
There's no ocean.
I don't think we should be in these bodies of water. That's just what I'm saying.
Hot take.
There's like
That's
leeches.
Christina's first
Okay,
option.
there's
You're
like-
not in the water.
Whoa.
You're in a boat.
For now, okay, every time you go in a boat, you can expect you might get in the water. Snakes,
Okay, well I didn't.
leeches, flesh eating, whatever
Actually,
that was.
I did go in the water on purpose.
Flesh eating
We swim.
somethings. That's what Betsy was just
There was
talking
eating
no
amoebas.
flesh eating.
Flesh eating. No, there
No
are.
flesh was
She
eaten.
said there are.
Well, she didn't catch one.
Guys,
my
can
flesh
you
You got
looking-
lucky this time.
Me
I'm just
to the
telling
viewer,
you.
can you tell that we did not grow camping growing up?
We
Our
did
family
not.
was not a camping family.
Okay, wait.
We never did that. We didn't do outdoorsy stuff.
I have
Okay,
a question.
imagine
We played
though,
outside, but it was like
paddle
in our
boarding.
backyard.
Yeah, she wouldn't paddleboard.
Oh, it's
She
like you
doesn't
just
like the water.
calmly,
Yeah.
I never did that.
Paddleboard
Well,
in,
maybe I
like-
did.
calmly
I
paddling
Never
along
mind.
is fun.
There's
Calm.
something about open
Nature.
water though that's so scary. Like
Yeah.
you start swimming out and then you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm out here. Like, will I get
Well,
stuck?
it is not a deep river. It's not a big river, and I
Okay.
wasn't out in the water.
You're like, I won't get stuck.
I was in
I guess I'm just
a
thinking
kayak.
my desire for new experiences, I guess since becoming a mom, has been
yeah.
very satiated because I have so
And
many
your,
new things
like,
every day.
danger radar is a lot.
Yeah,
higher.
and you have so many.
And
You have
already
so many. I mean, yeah, just the other
Is
day
your
I get to
water
watch.
thing an OCD? God.
Perhaps I will talk to my therapist about that. But contamination OCD, perhaps.
Oh,
Perhaps. But anyway,
Like,
it's just
there's
like,
a
you know,
waterfall in the
the other
river.
day I get to watch pins being pulled out of
Ew.
yeah.
an elbow. I get to experience, lots,
Surgery.
Yeah.
lots of things on a daily basis. So then I'm like, I don't need any more new experience. I forget that you don't experience new
I
surprises
like
every day.
adventure.
Yeah, she's an
Also.
adventurer.
Love it.
I have too much of adventure.
But-
I have a question for the boy moms. Would you pull a wing woman like that boy's mom from
No,
kayaking camp?
no.
No, I'd say you march up to that girl
No.
and give her your own number.
Yeah, I personally think that if the boy is not brave enough to go up to the girl himself, he probably shouldn't be dating.
She's like, Dominic, you're not brave.
I'm not gonna be like,
well,
here's
yeah.
my little son's number. Like, come on, he's not ready to date yet.
Well, I think they were like 12.
That's what
so
I'm
yeah.
saying.
they were like
You're not
12.
ready. Your son's too scared to do it. Just don't date.
Yeah.
That is so
I don't know. Maybe they
funny.
wanted to be friends.
Poor
I don't
guy.
know.
Then he got so rejected without realizing because he's like, she never called.
You know, I'm sure he
But
went
I
on to
think-
live a happy
no,
life.
She liked him in her heart.
He was probably mortified that his mom even did that.
Yeah, but he'd be more mortified if he knew his number went down the toilet.
He probably just blocked it out and was like,
Yeah. He's probably like, good thing she didn't call.
oh my
So
god.
that is too
Embarrassing.
funny.
Anyway.
Who
my
knows
high
if he actually knows that she
it's
did
your guys' nightmare, I guess.
What?
My low, you said you wouldn't want to go kayaking. That was my high.
Yeah.
My
Oh.
low, my low was that there was another like tornado warning.
Oh,
I guess
my
there actually were
gosh, that was
tornadoes,
so
but not
Tornado
where I was. And hail that dented my car.
Did
How
it?
bad did it dent it?
Not that bad. It's just like you'd have to like look to see, but I saw little dents
I
from
can't
hail.
tell if mine actually.
You have to
maybe-
look at it in the sun, like.
Yeah,
I need to
oh,
take a
this
better
You know what?
look
I
at
haven't
mine.
even checked my car. Oh my gosh, I need to check.
Like it's fine, but I was just like, oh my gosh, why is there
Lord,
a
me
golf
when the-
ball hail?
Lauren, me when the hail came and I texted, guys, there's baseball size hail, and you texted, hey, bada bada.
And then, wait, I have to say, and then our brother Alex went out during the hailstorm and he got hit.
Giant red welt on his head.
He got hit in the head and sent a picture. We're like, Alex, put like a hard. He has hard hats. Put a hard hat on if you must go out.
Yeah,
he's probably
when we get
barefoot, too.
emergency alerts on our phone that say dangerous baseball-sized hail that can
you'll
damage
be injured.
life and property.
And
Take
he's
shelter.
like, oh.
Let me go outside.
Yeah, he loves that.
I'm sorry about your car though. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they have these like suction machines that can like get a dent out.
Probably. But I also just got a huge scratch on it. So whatever.
From what?
Because I backed into the trailer.
Oh no!
Wait, how did your car not tell you?
Because it was on the side, actually.
You're getting
and
too
it's
comfortable.
too high.
Too comfortable with it telling you.
Well, I looked, but I was confused.
It's hard to see where that
it was
thing is.
because you wouldn't
top
expect
thing?
it to be that
The
high.
top.
I
Yeah.
was expecting it to be lower, and I was like, oh, "Okay, I'm good." So, but
It's
I
a tricky one.
Listen, just hit up the company for restitution.
Well, you know, my car has a big scratch in the front from Lisa, and then I never had her fix it. It's on like the hood. It has like a big scratch. She like moved my car and drove into my mailbox, broke my mailbox in front of my car, but it just still has a scratch on it.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't want to fix that right now. So whatever. She looks like I got keyed really deeply.
Oh.
Not fun.
Okay.
Let's see. What are my highs and lows? My low is that this week sucked. My high is that it's over and I feel better.
Oh.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding.
Well, we're going to go to, guys, our hot takes.
Woo!
We're going to go to our hot takes. First, I have to tell you that Lisa's not here today because she's supporting her husband through his cancer treatments. Please keep their whole family in your prayers. They really appreciate it. And if you want to see Lisa, she comes in to shoot with us like once a week, but we always do TikToks with her pretty much. So she's all over our TikTok and Instagram and all of our new music. That is our number one focus with her. So if you want to see more Lisa, you got to go to TikTok and Instagram. Today's episode is sponsored by Shopify. We've been using Shopify from day one on the Cimorelli merch store, I have to say. So it is so exciting that we have a sponsor that we already knew and loved. We are obsessed with Shopify. So basically, Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started like your own perhaps, and ours at the time, the Cimorelli merch store. We have had such an incredible experience with Shopify. Like, there's plenty of things we've done throughout our career that we've been like, that's not working, that's too hard, like we need to use something new. We never have problems with Shopify. They are incredible. So if you're a business owner or a future business owner, you got a great idea, you got to start with Shopify. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. Accelerate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. I love this. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/Cimorelli. Go to shopify.com/Cimorelli. That is shopify.com/Cimorelli. It's time for hot takes.
Oh my gosh.
Which means
Sizzling.
unpopular opinions, right?
They
Or
know
just
what it
controversial,
means.
yeah.
No.
Oh
Maybe.
my gosh.
Well, could be unpopular or maybe you agree. Unpopular
Well,
or
I was saying
controversial.
I had a hard time with mine because there was a lot of things I was thinking and then I'm like, that's not an unpopular opinion. So hopefully I did narrow these down or else I'm going to be humiliated. Okay, ready?
Okay.
I think
start
it's more
with your
just means
list?
controversial. It's like, ooh,
I don't know if
hot
mine are
take.
controversial. I guess we'll see. Okay, so Lauren's forcing me to say hot take,
She
but
is-
okay, you already know my first one.
I
'cause
think
was
we
like,
should just start saying all the
Okay,
hot
ready?
take, but
hot take, but buying seasonal decor every single season is insane.
Oh.
I think it's insane, even though some dear people in my life do this. I think it's insane. Actually, no, can I just say for all mine, no judgment to everyone who does everything that I'm saying. This is just my deranged opinions, okay? So I think it's insane. I think it's insane. Okay. Why don't you say
Christina,
what you have from last year? You have a lot.
Because, Christina, if I had unlimited money, I would do completely new decor every year.
What do you do with the old one?
I don't
Give
know.
it to charity?
Do you see what I'm saying here?
You, in my dream, that's what I would do.
Well, then I think you're insane.
I know. You just don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, even if my budget was like, oh, I have this whole budget for that every season, I still would not do it.
Because every Christmas I have a new aesthetic that I would love to do every year. I'm like, I wish I could do this now, but I'm like,
I truly don't get it.
See, personally, I do think the decor thing is more of a boomer thing. Like, I feel like boomers.
What? No.
I feel like boomers are the ones that have like so much holiday decor, and they add to it. I feel like in general, millennials are more minimalist. And
no, there's so many TikToks of all these. Really? I think a lot of millennials buying new decor every season.
Well, yeah, that's not
We are
minimalist.
consumers.
All right,
That's
next.
true. We're consumers.
Okay.
Want to be minimalist, maybe?
This should not be a hot take. This should not be a hot take.
Okay, let's hear it.
But sibling love triangles should be criminal. They should be outlawed.
I should have said this.
Wait, what does that mean? Sibling love?
Where they can't choose between, the girl can't choose between brothers. Or
I
choose
hate
between sisters.
that. That's so
I
bad.
hate it.
That have that.
Every show, like,
that is inhumane.
why can't, like, they're brothers, you pick one?
Well, especially
and
when
you
they
move on.
when they kiss both of them.
Yes.
Guys, it's not supposed to
Or when
be
they can't
like
remember, like they keep going back and forth. No, I'm so sorry, but I'm like, if you,
criminal.
Like, I can't.
That's why it's good though,
Jail.
because it evokes so much rage
Rage
in
and
the viewer.
passion.
You're like, oh my god,
If it was Friends, it would be just fine.
guys,
Yeah.
you know this happens in real life.
Yeah.
I've never known anyone. Okay, I've never known a girl
A
who
boy,
could not
perhaps.
who could not pick
I've
between
known a boy
brothers,
who couldn't pick between
and she
sisters,
kissed
for sure.
both
Yeah.
of them and dated both of them.
What?
No, I've never known.
Oh, I thought you said you have known.
Yeah, I'm
No.
pretty sure this
never
only
seen
exists
that.
in movies and TV.
I've never seen.
I'm pretty
that.
sure.
No, it exists.
Guys,
in real
I
life,
think
Kat.
it could happen. I think that
It
it
could.
could
It
happen.
No,
I think when you're meeting someone, you could that could happen, but I don't see someone
And
dating
I'm
both.
saying, like, love triangle.
That's insane.
Like, not, you, like, went on one date with one brother, and then it didn't work out, and then you ended up falling in love with the other brother by chance. That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
But
liking
I
them
love
at the same
triangle,
time. That's freaking
where
weird.
you cannot decide.
You're saying they shouldn't write a movie or a show about this ever again.
Yes.
You know what? Actually, Christina, tell me.
Criminal offense.
Christina, correct me if I'm wrong.
Side eye.
But Christina and Lisa and I are all 18 months apart. I remember, I can't think of anyone specific, but I have this feeling of like us hanging out with guys when we were teenagers and them flirting with multiple
Yes,
of us.
guys, that's
but
real.
Okay,
That's a little weird.
Yes, but
Little
that's
weird.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying
No,
dating.
I'm saying I rescind my comment. I do think it actually exists.
Like, dating, it's
I'm saying
another level.
That is another. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
okay,
that's unhinged.
next.
Yes.
Okay.
You. Hot take.
Here's my hot take. Bachelorette. Sorry, let me say this again. My hot take. Bachelorette parties are way too expensive and over the top. Most people secretly do not want to pay that much money, but they don't want to offend anyone, so they don't say anything.
It's actually
100.
insane.
criminal.
Wait, okay.
Insane.
Bachelorette parties, wedding party
The
expectations.
wedding
Oh
is
my God.
out of
You
control.
you should never ask your friend to buy a dress that's like over $100. You should never expect that, but that happens all the time. You should never do that.
I
Never,
agree.
ever. You should never expect your friend to shell out thousands,
That's
hundreds, thousands.
crazy.
That's not a friend.
Yeah, it's like if your friend is one of these fancy girls that likes to get fancy dressed or whatever, that's fine. Like,
optional.
Give them that option.
Optional.
But I guarantee you probably have at least one friend in your bridal party who's on a budget or trying to save money, and she's not trying to spend a milli.
We're in a really bad financial situation. She just hasn't shared that.
Yeah, and maybe she wants to get a secondhand dress
because she doesn't want
something.
And
yeah.
now
look like
she's
a bad
in
friend
debt because of you.
Yeah.
Well, it's her fault. That's her fault. We'll say she doesn't have to spend it.
Maybe okay, but
you put her in a bad situation.
It's like maybe she can just afford the dress, and she can't afford all the extra bachelorette things.
Well, you know
and
what?
people are now expected to do like these giant bridal party gifts for their like it's insane.
Okay, I have thoughts about this, but I guess it's just because I'm in my 30s, so I guess it's just like
being 30.
You can't really what can you do about it? But I even regret, it's not even that dramatic, I even regret telling bridesmaids what color shoes I thought I wanted. I'm like, why did I tell you what shoes to wear? Why would I do that?
Wait,
I think
you couldn't see that.
Looking back, I was thinking, this is stupid. Like,
you know what,
why did I have these opinions?
Most bridesmaid dresses are long, and you can't really see the shoes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They're a neutral color.
I think shoes do matter.
Well, okay, my bridal pictures, I never look at their shoes. I'm looking at myself.
But if they were wearing,
I'm not looking at your shoes.
Yeah, I don't think you care about shoes.
And if you were wearing black shoes in my picture, I'm still not looking at your shoes.
Yeah.
And if you were, I'd be like, oh, that's Lauren with the black shoes. The person that I
is.
know, someone that I know and love, who I asked to be my bridal party. So why do I care?
This is too good. No, it's real.
Why do I care
Guys,
what color
bring
shoes
back
she's wearing?
Bring back, you take one weekend, you do bachelorette, rehearsal dinner, wedding. Bam,
yeah, they used
done.
to do that.
The end.
That was like a
for
whole
a
separate
weekend.
trip.
It's one weekend and then you're done.
Right.
That's
too
then
much.
you're done.
No, I do think it is a little stressful when you have a wedding to do like your whole bachelorette thing right before. That's like what they do on Love Is Blind. It's like,
well, that's what they done. That's what they've always done, though. The bachelorette party isn't supposed to be some giant thing.
That's what they. Yeah,
and
that's
then
what
you're
they've
like,
done traditionally.
everyone has to buy these multiple outfits.
Multiple.
And then pay for all these like events and this trip and we're gonna go here, we're gonna go out.
Guys,
Here a dollar, there a dollar, everywhere dollar.
That's insane.
$dollar bills.
Stop
y'all.
doing it to your friends.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. You could be like, guys, let's all wear this color. That's nice.
You know what? In the words of Jessie J, it's not about the money. You're getting married. It's about love. So love your
Seriously.
friends and their wallets.
Seriously.
Consider it.
Like I said, if I went back in time, if I was getting married this year, it would be a small, intimate wedding. I'd be like, everyone just wear whatever you want as a bridesmaid. I don't give one rip. Make yourself feel great. Eclectic. I want to see everyone just as they are on that day. That's what it's
You
not
know
about
what?
that.
That's kind of cute.
It's not about that at all. But it's just different when you're in your 30s. You just think about life very differently. So, I mean,
staring at getting married in my 30s, it's very different in my brain. I'm like, I want a tiny, like,
it's just different.
I want a small, homegrown, heartfelt
Love
backyard
it.
wedding.
I love it.
I even said the other day, I generally picked my engagement ring out generally. Like, here's what I generally want, Nick. I gave him like ideas. But even now, I'm like, that's me in my 20s. But I'm like, now, if I was getting engaged this year, I would say, Nick, pick me out anything. I don't care what it is.
Aww.
Because when I look
now
at the
you'd say
ring.
pick me out something gold, though.
Well, yeah, I guess. But I'd be like, anything. Because when I see it, then I'll think of you picking it for me, not I picked this for myself. I think of it differently now.
Did you pick yours?
Yeah, what
I know. What ring? I haven't worn it in like 3 years.
We don't see a ring.
Wait,
I need to get it
Like, when I look at it,
Christina, how are they supposed to know?
I need to get it
when
resized.
I see it in the box in the top of the closet.
Yeah, I know. I need to get it resized, and I refuse. I keep going. But then when I get pregnant, then I'll have to get it resized again. And then when I'm not pregnant, I'll have to get it resized again because my fingers always swell a bit when I'm pregnant.
Just do one
tough.
resize.
And it's expensive, doesn't it? You do know how much it
Okay,
is?
I already told you I have a perfect system for this.
What is it?
You buy a cheap version of your wedding
I don't
ring
want
on
that.
Etsy, and you wear it just while you're pregnant, and whenever you want to wear something cute. And then if you're not wearing that, I like to wear a silicone, like just a little white band, and I think it's cute, and you just wear it.
yeah, that is
And then
cute.
you wear your wedding ring after you're pregnant. And if you need to get it resized, yeah, it's like $200.
Do
but
an
it's like,
anniversary
Oh my
ring.
God.
I've had to do
That's
it
a
twice. It's not that
different-
big of a deal.
Do an
I am
anniversary
not.
ring for your like million-year anniversary. You guys have been
Or
doing
you
it
could just
12,000
do like a
years.
sparkly band that's like a cheap thing
Yeah.
from Etsy. You don't have to do
Basically,
like a fake.
Yeah,
I'm
just
stingy. The
something.
thought of resizing multiple times
Don't do that.
Can't do that.
Don't do that.
Well, then you'll never wear a ring.
I cannot. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You just never wear it. Those are the choices.
You need 2 rings. That's
Yeah,
what you
just
need.
get a bigger one and then a big one.
It's like when you have your clothing that fits you one time in the month and your clothing that fits you the other time.
Anyway,
the
sorry guys.
silicone ring.
Yeah, I love the
hate
silicone
that
ring. It's
idea.
so good for working out.
Then get
Sweating,
the little.
being
the-
active.
Okay, let's move right along.
Okay, you're next.
Okay. Hot take. Canceling isn't real. No one gets canceled.
Oh.
Everyone tries to say cancel. It doesn't happen. How many people have you seen that were supposed to be canceled? They never got
were.
canceled. They come back.
Yeah.
And everyone just forgets. So that's my hot take.
Canceling is not real. Yeah.
You
okay.
only get canceled if you actually go away.
You
So
cancel
many
yourself.
people,
True.
they just come back and then everyone just forgets. Or a new generation doesn't even know what happened because they waited long enough.
That's a bit of a tragedy.
Boom. Okay. Okay, I think this is a hot take because it's a popular food for a
Okay.
lot of people. Tuna, hot take. Tuna is literally disgusting. Why are you eating cat food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
If you eat like the canned tuna, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
I made myself try this, okay? The other month.
I don't understand. This is. I don't understand
Yeah.
how it's edible, and I don't know if that's
If you do that, you
bougie
are.
of me. I just don't.
Don't
know.
people have like tuna salad?
Yeah.
I did make this pasta once that called for canned tuna,
What?
and it had like marinara and some type of veggie or something, and it really wasn't that bad. Kind of masked by the marinara.
That is so strange.
It was pretty good.
That is so strange.
Yeah, if you want to smell like cat food, then get that.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I don't think you smell like cat food.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so gross.
Oh.
No offense to everyone.
Here,
But it's disgusting.
going off of the fish theme, literally, actually, though. Hot take: salmon is meant for breakfast. Salmon is an incredible breakfast food. When I take my eggs, I eat my eggs. I fry up a little. Okay, guys, this is really wild. Get like smoked salmon, but I'm a little scared of it, so I fry it up a little bit because it's super thin, so it cooks really fast. Even though I eat sushi, I fear that if I eat too much raw salmon or smoked salmon, there's like parasites or something. I don't know. Who knows? But so I fry it up real fast and I eat it with my avocado toast and my berries and my eggs, and it is so good.
You eat salmon with berries?
Yes, it's
That's-
so good, like blackberries,
That ain't right.
guys. It's like sweet and like hearty, like
Salmon,
Sweet and
blackberry.
fishy. Everyone loves
It's
that
so-
combo.
That is
Wait,
truly
sweet
wild.
and
fishy.
Wow.
It's classic.
That's weird.
Well, no, Christina, what about like a maple glazed salmon?
Yeah,
That's
it's
sweet
that
and fish.
kind of vibe.
Okay.
Fishy.
I have it with like it's so good.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I guess that really
Live
is.
your
I
truth.
didn't think that was gonna be the hottest take, but I guess it is.
I'd
a
like to
hot
say it's
take.
interesting how you both just had fish themed hot takes.
I
Did
know.
not see that one
Fish
coming.
will do that.
Fish is polarizing.
Okay. At the risk of sounding like a boomer, hot take.
Oh, okay.
My hot take is that I also feel like I sound rude, but oh well, I don't care. I'm sorry. I feel like we as a culture are losing a sense of class. and this is what I mean.
Decorum?
This is what I mean. When you're going to a special event, I personally think you should dress up. I don't think you should wear sweatpants.
You do sound like a boomer.
I know. I don't. I think it's respectful if you're going to like, a funeral, a wedding, a
Funeral, yeah.
church, maybe. Like, I don't think that casual clothes are for all the time. And I don't think you're like a bad person if you wear them, but I just think there's something about like dressing up for an occasion that I think is respectful. That's just my opinion. I think it's good to have nice, comfy clothes that you wear all the time, but for me, a special event is not a place to wear those clothes. Okay. And another facet of this hot take is manners. I feel like we've lost a lot of manners.
Who?
Like
I agree.
just like
society.
society at large, like saying please and thank you. I actually really like sir and ma'am. I mean, I know that's like a Southern
like that
thing.
one.
I like that. Calling people like Mr. and Mrs. Like, I feel like that type of stuff is very.
No one has any manners on the internet.
Well, the internet, that's kind of different. Because no, that's not like real
No,
life.
you should still have manners on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, you should definitely be nice on the
You
internet. But I'm
shouldn't be
saying,
commenting on unhinged things.
in real life, I just think I don't know, just being like respectful and having like a certain way of speaking to people.
Yeah.
I think it's classy and I like that. So yeah, I know I sound like a boomer, but that's just my personal hot take.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay. Hot take, but musicals are not good.
No.
Some of them are really good.
What? Besides Wicked.
I was gonna say
dare
Wicked.
you.
I liked Wicked, but every time there's a movie and it's like, oh, it's a musical, I'm like, oh.
You know what?
Oh.
I actually might agree with this because I don't know that movie format is the correct platform for a musical.
Okay.
Musicals, I think, are
That's not what
supposed to
she
be
said, though.
experience.
What about High School Musical?
Are you saying
That's
musical
good.
movies or musicals
Like
on
on
the
stage?
stage?
Both. Guys, when I was a child and I was forced to go to your plays, I was like, oh my gosh.
Okay, you're saying
I
like
was
Hello
falling
Dolly.
asleep.
You were
that
like
type of thing
5.
More like
Every musical
Like show
pretty much
tunes
I've
musicals.
ever seen, movie or play,
Beauty and
I'm
the
like,
Beast?
Wait, like Broad? Oh my god.
Well,
I'm like,
there's
bored,
definitely
bored.
there's definitely long, boring sections where I'm like, this is so freaking
Okay,
boring. That's true.
animated movies like that, different.
Oh,
but like
okay,
when they
like
make
Frozen
the
or
live
Moana.
action, oh
No.
my gosh, and like stop
Oh,
singing, let's
okay,
just
okay.
get
I
over
think
that.
Well, they
that
just
is
need
a
to-
very hot take.
Okay. Yeah.
Wicked is the only good one I can think of, and I guess like High School Musical.
There
Yeah,
are too
it's
many
fun.
songs that are just really bad.
Yes, and
That's
I'm like,
true.
why did you put
That
this
is
in? I
true.
hate
There's
it.
some musicals that have like the most amazing music though.
Okay, let's move along.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't want to sound judgmental
Okay.
because I'm like, when a hot take is about like other people, then I feel like worse.
Oh.
Which is why I didn't want to say the decor one.
Okay.
Okay, so no offense. My hot take is going blonde is not for most people.
I was literally thinking that and I didn't say it.
Who
Oh
have-
my gosh, I didn't put that on my list,
Who
but
have
I
gone-
agree.
The people who have gone blonde. I'm sorry.
Are you saying this because of your experience with getting highlights?
No, I'm
and stuff?
saying. I know. I think it was
Or
actually
you thought
for
it
me.
before that?
Blonde is not the
I'm
most
saying-
classic color of hair.
I'm looking around. See, I don't want people to think that I'm judging them, but I just can't
But
be
you
blind.
are.
You
I'm
are.
looking
And that's
around
okay.
and I'm seeing people with gray like hair and they look gray. And then I'm seeing people with warm hair and they look also not very well.
I feel like it's very hard to get the tone right.
It
Very
is hard to get.
That's
and
why.
keep the
if you're
tone
not a
right.
natural.
and then I'm
blonde.
seeing I'm seeing dead hair.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
seeing
tough.
short fried hair that they're like, why won't my hair grow? And I'm just thinking, perhaps going
Perchance.
blonde is not for you. But it's like a mindset, personality, identity thing that everyone's
It
like,
is.
I need to be a blonde, and I'm not here to judge and say you can't be that. And you know
Yeah.
what? It's not hurting me. So
It's not.
you do that, but I know it's
You blonde
very
your hair.
it's very popular to go blonde, and I'm just saying my hot take is that it's not for you probably. I'm sorry.
Probably.
Hair color is a tough
Sorry.
one. It's a tough one.
But it doesn't affect me.
it doesn't.
I wear things that look bad on me all the time. So, do what you want. We can all look bad together.
Agreed. Agreed.
Sorry. I'm just being honest.
What a life.
My hair looks bad so much of the time, okay? So I'm just being honest, and we can all have our own tastes.
Okay.
So true.
I don't want to sound mean, but I'm just trying to be honest. Sorry, guys.
Okay, this one is not that hot of a take. It's okay, whatever. My hot take is, you guys, whatever.
Say it.
Iced beverages are 10 times better, and tea is a scam. I know tea is so not good.
I mean,
Excuse
I
me.
And
agree
everyone's
with
like,
that.
oh, tea.
Tea
oh,
is
tea.
propaganda.
Oh
is
my
propaganda.
gosh.
Now listen, there's a subgenre of tea that the only tea I will accept is like sometimes like a honey chamomile,
Oh.
Yum.
or I put ice in like those like raspberry fruit teas, which is more like juice than a tea.
Yeah.
And then C, one's like, obviously if you're sick, tea is not propaganda. Tea is wellness
yeah.
when you're sick.
What about iced tea?
No.
You are just
Ew.
missing.
What about sweet tea?
No.
Yeah.
You don't like sweet tea or iced tea?
chai?
On a hot day?
Oh, chai is
green
I forgot
tea.
chai is actual
Green
tea.
is
Chai,
not
you
good.
are
Wow.
I don't
Tea
like green
warms
tea
the
tastes like
soul.
dirt.
Yeah.
I don't like warm beverages. They're too like they make.
It doesn't have to
Wait,
be
what about
warm.
coffee?
Ice.
You only like iced?
Yeah. Warm beverages
didn't
make
know
me
this.
feel like I'm like woozy. I don't like
It's
it.
good in
Wow.
like the dead of winter.
Oh my
though.
gosh.
Yeah, maybe like once. Also, hot chocolate is disgusting.
Okay, that's wrong.
Disgusting.
Wrong.
That's my real hot take is that hot chocolate is disgusting.
No.
You got a real
It is
pro.
so gross.
All right, Kath.
It is
Okay.
nasty.
This is inspired by the many comments I have seen on the internet that make me so annoyed. Okay. Hot take. How many children someone chooses to have is not your business.
People definitely
Keep it to yourself.
People definitely think it's their business.
The number of times I've gotten very annoying comments when I was pregnant with the twins, people saying, "Oh, if you have a boy and a girl, you can be done. Not your business." I never said I wanted to have one boy and one girl, and that is not your business. I think as long as you are able to take care of your kids well, you can have a lot of kids and you're not harming anyone. People get so annoyed and just rude. Like, this is honestly definitely in real life, but mainly on the internet.
People have no manners. Bring back manners.
Yeah, bring back manners.
They have
That goes
no
to my other hot take.
manners when it comes to
happen. It's
Like,
everything.
stop
pregnancy.
hating on big families and honestly us growing up, the rude
Oh my
rude
gosh.
comments we
all
would get
the time
that are so inappropriate
And
and,
we were
also saying that in front of
kids.
kids. Go away and keep your opinion to yourself.
Your poor
Your opinion is wrong.
parents.
Sorry.
Shut up.
I hate it. And I have 3 boys, and that does not mean that I'm trying for a girl. No,
You
I'm
trying
not
for
trying
a
for a
girl?
girl. I'm grateful for the boys that I have, and I might only ever have boys, and that is fine. You don't need to have both genders to be complete. And having one of each does not mean you're not allowed to have more. I freaking
I know
hate that.
pretty much no one
Wait,
has
do
asked
people
me.
ask you if you're done?
No one has asked me if I want more kids. Pretty much never.
Oh my god.
They're like, "Oh, you have a boy and a girl. She's obviously done."
She's obviously done. It's not
No one
your
has asked me.
business, okay?
Yeah. if
Maybe
could-
you know what you want for your family, that's fine, but that's not for you to put on other people.
Yeah.
I get so annoyed.
Bring back manners.
It ain't gonna happen.
Hot take, but Taco Bell is not good.
Oh,
it is so bad.
I
Oh
have-
my gosh.
I actually
I
enjoy
literally
it.
can't eat it. I feel like I will spontaneously combust if I ingest that. It's like not real
It's
food.
not Mexican food, and it's not
Scary.
even food.
No.
I have to say, I
agree.
like the taste of Taco Bell, but I do go in knowing I will have a stomach ache after.
It
taste?
just
Not a
tastes
good
like
feeling.
synthetic.
There's no taste
like,
is the thing.
ugh.
There's no taste. They take
Okay, but a
they take
Crunchwrap
4
Supreme?
ingredients
Yes.
and they make it into 20 different things that are the same things,
Crunch
but it's like
wrap.
yeah, it's like
Supreme.
the meat tastes like not meat, the cheese tastes
It's like
not
plastic.
cheese.
Yeah.
Tortilla, not
I will
tortilla.
say I like to make Crunchwrap Supremes at home. But
Yes, that's
They're really good at home.
That's
good.
like
I gotta make
actual
one.
food.
Why can't it taste like that?
because,
It doesn't.
yeah, I think as the meat, it just has a lot of weird like fillers
It's
in it or something.
creepy. I hate
I don't
it.
know.
It
I'll
doesn't
never eat
taste
it.
real, I will say.
I eat Taco Bell after I go places at night because it's the only thing that's
It's open late.
I would never
I'm
rather
so
starve, but
bad.
I would rather starve at that.
No, I
Good.
think I would. Yeah.
My hot take is bikini lines need to be unnormalized.
Wait, what?
Wait,
I don't know
the
what that
bikini
means.
line, meaning
Unnormalized.
women's swimsuits. We need to go back to. Okay, we don't need to go back. We need to go back with our. Okay, I guess we need to go to options. We need to go. Here's what we need to do. We need to go back and we need to take those options and bring them to now, and then we need to put them all together.
Oh.
And we need to say the 2025 option is not what you're expected to wear. I'm saying why I feel like that's kind of an intimate that's an intimate part of your body. Why is it forced upon us to bear it in the summer?
Yeah.
Why?
No, and I do think
Why?
majority of people, I mean, I'm just going to go out on a limb, they don't really want to be just, here I am.
Showing their uncle their bikini line? No, that's what I'm saying.
Scared me.
If it makes you go,
I don't know. Just being real, I feel like technically, if you're wearing even like a more modest one piece, you're still showing your bikini
No,
line.
that's what I'm
Unless
saying.
you're literally wearing like a skirt or shorts or something.
you missed my
That's my
conversation.
point.
I'm saying
Oh, you're saying
had this the
people
other day.
should wear shorts or skirts?
not people should.
Or that
I'm
should be an
saying
option.
We need to have it normalized swimsuits with skirts and shorts.
Yeah.
Normalize swimsuits with skirts and shorts.
Which
Yeah.
I
That's what
will
I'm saying.
say, I've seen more of that recently than I had
Yes.
like 5 years
Yeah.
ago. Even
Honestly,
They
I've
sell a
been-
lot now.
Old Navy has a really cute like like it's like a little mini skirt dress, and it's so
Yeah.
cute. And I think I'm getting it. I don't really like that either. I'm like, I don't really want people to see my upper thighs. Like,
Yeah, why do
I don't
we
know.
need to
It's just
see
kinda
up
funny.
everyone's butt and around the corners? What I'm
exactly,
saying.
you don't.
Why do we need to? Well, I
Yeah.
just I know
we need options.
there's
for
a lot.
sure.
Yeah, it is a hot take for some people because a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's just bodies, whatever." But I'm like,
Well,
I don't know. About
I
it.
agree with what you're saying though, of like normalize different
Options.
instead of like, oh, this is what everyone's gonna wear, this
Yeah.
one thing. It's like,
Normalize
I don't think most people
Bring
actually want to
back
do
board
that.
shorts. Oh, those are
I don't know
nice.
about
Board
that for me
shorts? Nah.
personally.
No,
Those are fun.
Maybe for
Board
you.
shorts, good time. Good time.
maybe for you.
No, I like the little dress skirt ones.
You
I was
have
looking.
cute like a high waisted cute like that.
Well,
could be
I was just
cute.
thinking as a mother.
A jort.
Because I plan on doing a lot of swimming this year. I just want to be able to throw something on and not think about anything and then just go to the pool, especially
Yeah.
as a mother and after pregnancy and everything. Like now I need like swimsuits that are like, I have to be like quickly running and grabbing and blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
I
You
don't
need
want,
to be ready to like.
I don't want things
snap.
going where
You
I don't
need,
want
like,
them to go.
Athletic.
Yeah.
I don't want things coming out, I
Yeah.
want everything together. That's what I want now.
I remember seeing
As
this
a mother.
this one creator on Instagram being like, here's my outfit. I'm going to see if it's toddler proof. And she was like squatting to the ground. She was like jumping and spinning and doing all these moves. She's like, hey, everything stayed in place. Toddler proof.
Yeah, you're like lunging.
That's
out.
what you're
real.
doing.
That's real.
Yeah.
You're not trying to give a show.
Because I didn't realize until I had children, like if your suit is not like ready to go and you're in the pool and you like lunge out to get your child like in
Oh,
the pool,
yeah.
your swimsuit's going down.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what's happening. It's going all the way down in the front. That's what I realized.
That's real.
Yep.
You just do a quick lunge to grab your child.
Not trying to show.
Your
Yep.
swimsuit is down.
Got it.
That's real.
That's what I've learned. Most suits are not made for swimming.
They're made for
They're
sitting.
made for forcing you to show your bikini line to the world. Anyway, I think we have more options now, which is
Yes.
great, which is incredible. Those did not exist like 10 years ago. I'm telling you because I've been looking. They did not exist. And I'm just saying it should be normalized. I hope to see out this summer. I hope to see more women in like swim dresses. And it shouldn't be like I know people have like looked down on that kind of before.
Yeah.
Like, don't feel the need to cover up.
Yeah.
What if I don't want you up in my bikini line? What if I don't? What if I don't? Like, that's not
You
your
know what?
right.
That's real.
It's
That's real.
Your
That's
right.
real.
Also, I do think something that
thinking
we
out loud here.
don't think about is that we are swim team girlies.
Yeah.
So we came up with like these very like in place one pieces that you could like run and jump and move and do the toddler things. Like we didn't really grow up wearing that many swimsuits that were like hard to move in without something.
we were
Flashing.
exclusively one.
But I'm also saying, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you
I'm
throw
just
it
saying.
on, you don't have to even think about prepping yourself.
Running around in your
All
one
these
piece at
stupid
swim team
things.
and it just being like perfectly in place and you don't even think about it. And then you're like out in the world, you're like invited to a pool party as a teen and you're like, oh, I can't just wear my like, racing suit. You're like, I want to be able to move in my swimsuit. But anyway.
I have to be able
My
to move
opinion.
now.
Yeah.
What a life.
Okay, anyway, next.
My hot take is that this one is aspirational in a sense.
Spit it out.
Dating apps aren't that bad.
That's not a hot
She's trying to hypnotize herself. Yes, it is. In this day and age, that is a
Everyone's
hot take.
Dating apps are so tragic,
Okay.
bad, slums,
Yeah.
sewer,
I'm out of touch.
everything.
Okay.
Like, but they're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
God
okay.
willing. Because
for you.
it actually does
You
help.
can meet people.
You can meet good people. And I
Perchance.
fear that the propaganda is keeping us in a loneliness epidemic.
It is.
There, and as Kat
Mm.
has compared it to, some might say, a bit of thrift shopping when you get a little older,
It is like thrift
as
shopping.
opposed to Forever 21, which went out of business. So I guess we're not Forever 21 here.
I know that.
But
It's let me clarify that statement because I feel like that sounds like people on dating apps are just a bunch of secondhand items.
No.
What it really means is that when you're thrift shopping, you're looking for a diamond in the rough.
yes.
So
Yeah.
That's like
And
dating
as you
apps.
get older, there's not as many options.
Well, and at this point, it's like pretty much everyone is on a dating app. So it's just reflective of the people around you. So I don't know why people are like, the apps. I'm like, this is who's around. I don't know what to tell you. That's who it is.
No, literally.
It's not like these aliens that came.
I feel like
there actually are.
Okay.
And this is super weird because I was doing this experiment with my friends. We should do this. It was so fun. My friends are both in like long-term relationships. So they were like, we're going to take your Hinge. You're not going to see it. We're going to describe these profiles to you. And you're going to say swipe right or swipe left on
Love
them.
is blind.
Cool.
And it was Love is Blind. And it actually was way different.
I
was
love
like,
it.
I was like, oh.
Wait, is that good? Because then you're not looking at this picture.
But if you're
Oh.
overly critical, it's probably good.
No, because then
okay.
they would be like, then I would be like, okay, I'll look at it. I'll make a decision and then I'll look at the
That
end.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
It was actually really fun.
Yeah, that is.
And I feel like a guy who puts like effort into what he writes, I feel like that's not the most natural for a lot of guys. And I think that would show like, oh, he wrote like this funny thing or cute or whatever. I think that can show a higher
like
quality.
describing it, it's just different. It's different
Yeah.
because you can get stuck in that maze and that like a routine of just like no, or
Yeah. Like a guy that just writes 6'4" if it matters.
it does. I'm going left.
Oh, that's all I
You
have.
are over 6 feet. I'm going left. I'm going left. God willing, give me a short king, please.
Just saying.
I don't want to be looked down on.
Yeah, just saying my very own husband on the apps was like, by the way, because I wrote 5'9" because I knew that mattered to some guys because they don't want you to be taller.
You're like 5'9". If that
I just wrote 5'9" because if you don't like a tall woman, then you're not going to like me. And remember my husband was like, by the way, I'm also 5'9". I don't know if you care or not. And I was like, no, I don't care. And he really was. He wasn't 5'7".
I will say,
he was 5'9".
I dated a guy once who was, this might be telling on some of the tall guy community. He was 6'1". He was scared of tall women. And everyone's like, all the short girls take all the tall guys. Are they? Or are they scared of tall women and it's a them problem?
Wait, what? Why was he scared?
He said, I'm scared of tall women.
I think this is a personal
I don't know if
problem.
that's a blanket statement for every tall man.
No, I'm saying
no.
part of
Some-
them. The
some
ones
men
that are
are.
exclusively into
Oh.
really short girls.
Oh, yeah.
Because they want to like look down on
If they're
you.
into short girls, then we don't want
If
them
you're
either.
specifically
You don't
scared
want
of
us.
tall women,
We
you're
don't want
not
you.
confident enough.
I will
Okay,
say,
let's go.
I love a tall girl and a short guy. I think it's so
I
cute.
love it. It's so
I love
fun.
it. I'm like queen. She's
That is
rocking it.
confident.
She's confident.
I love
Love it.
that.
I love it. I love that for her. It's kind of like when people say like a man with a beard is like hiding something. It's like you're like, oh, I can't be with a guy that's short. It's like I feel like that says more about you than him.
Thanks for listening to the Cimorelli podcast. To hear the rest of this episode, join our Patreon at patreon.com/Cimorelli, where we post every episode in full. You can also watch all of our past seasons and Patreon-only episodes when you become a patron.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Facebook and Instagram.